Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And we already saw how good Shion and the Summer Memories Milim are in Valor Cup. Because they're physical, guaranteed crits, guaranteed synergy, guaranteed skill points on turn 2 makes it pretty impossible to actually lose. So today we're going to be doing a little bit different. We're going to run the same team that I've been doing for this season, I guess. We've got Hinata for the steal, we've got Shizu for the guard and the heal, Rimuru. But instead of using Milim, we're going to use all of the other 15 to 25 point AoE DPS units who can benefit from the guaranteed crit and synergy from Shion, and we'll see what kind of numbers they put up, because they're not going to be EX characters. They're probably going to be old. Like, we're going to use like Fire Velzard, Space Yuki, Space Bitch Ass Leon. Like, we're going to use those kinds of characters and see if we can still make them do good numbers. And then on top of that, we're also going to bring in Space Shion. So double Shion, and instead of Rimuru, we're going to have Violet for the magic buff, because Space Shion is magic and won't get the guaranteed crit or synergy, so we got to help her out a little bit. So let's go ahead and change this up. I think Fire Velzard will be our first victim. Yeah, and we'll give her Violet. So yeah, I'll re-gear them and we'll just jump in. I think I'll do like one fight per character as long as we get a good run, and then we'll move on to the next character. So it'll be like five clips in here, I think, maybe? I don't know. Jump around. Alright, so the way this team runs in this particular setup is that we bring physical Rimuru in for the new Rimuru. This will seal the magic skills, so rewind or orb change they can't use. We're going to use the attack down and the 80% chance to guard, so we really reduce the amount of damage we may take here. And then we'll just go ahead and send 2 orbs, because between the 2 orbs and then the guaranteed points we get from Shion, we will have enough next turn to steal and do the rainbow, and we're guaranteed 3 Hinata orbs, because we already have 1, we have another orange, and then we have the 3rd guaranteed green orb that comes in for Hinata. So it works out really well. Look at that, we didn't take that much damage, so we will yoink them. We'll bring new Rimuru in to convert those to rainbow. And, this is obviously very good for getting an EX ult, because 6 rainbows is more than plenty. But we have Fire Velzard, who does not need an EX ult. But she does have her own buff of 30% attack and 40% ult damage, which if you couple that with the physical buff, the crit and synergy, we're probably going to do some decent damage here. Probably. So, and she's fire, which means that we'll have super weak point, I think, or at least type advantage over these 2 Earth units. So let's see how this goes. So you should be dead. Yep, super dead. Who comes in the back? Water Alice. Okay. The only bad thing about this turn is that if they get a really good hand somehow, we have type disadvantage against one of the characters. But they don't really care because they keep hitting the same unit, which is fine. So here, now we have 112 points. So what we can do is we can buff, and we can heal, technically. So at this point, we haven't taken any damage. Like, Ranked Valor will count us as taking damage, but our remaining HP will be capped out. We'll use Shion to give Velzard the buffs, also convert those, and also the heal charm in case we weren't topped up there. And we should have enough damage now to even kill that last remaining unit in the back regardless. So we're going to AoE, and then we'll follow up with Rimuru, and we'll kill Raphael. So how much damage does Velzard do here? Yeah, we'll watch her ult. We don't see Christmas Velzard do her ult that much either. Bouncing around with some Christmas ornaments. And then smacking him right in the face. Berserk Lover. Ooh. 192 type advantage. That's not bad. And then Rimuru finishes up with 22 a hit. 192k on just a normal AoE with type advantage? Almost 200k? I'd call that pretty good. Alright, so that's Velzard. Let's move on now to Space Yuki, I think, maybe? Yeah, let's do Space Yuki now. Okay, we're actually fighting light units now, so we brought the fabled Dark Anniversary character, Grand Admiral Diablo, because he does have an attack buff, 25%, and then he rushes in his own alt gauge, which is a non-factor here because of the 6 rainbows, but he does have an attack buff. He's also not level 100, so we're going to do even less here than what we would normally do. We don't really need to worry about the Vengeance. Also, I used that guard too early because I should have done it here. So now this Rimuru is going to get hit because they make that conscious decision to hit the person without guard. But the magic skills are sealed, right? They're going to hit him, right? Oh no, they hit Shizu. 26 damage. Awesome. Okay, well, never mind. We're safe. There we go. Guaranteed Hinatas. So yoink those 2. Honestly, probably we didn't even have to yoink him. We could have just rainbowed him, but oh well. Well, not really. Well, actually, we only need like 3 rainbows to guarantee a normal ult. 5 to get an EX ult, I think. Oh well, we're not using EX characters here for the nuking at least, so this will be plenty of damage that we get from Diablo, I think. I think being the keyword. Who's in the back? Raphael and the hero. Raphael seals magic skills. We will not be using magic skills next turn. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and take out the hero, because she's got that debuff and the orb damage buff. I don't really want to deal with that. Raphael and Yom have Vengeance, which, will kill us if we get to turn 5, but we're not going to make it to turn 4 even. So, yeah, there's Vengeance. Cool. Gave themselves Guard. Doesn't matter against our ult. Awesome. They've done almost 0 damage. Oh, we got a cheeky counter as well, just as a howdy do. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and buff and buff. Now, because this is a 25-point skill, last time Velzard had a 15, which allowed us to use the heal skill as well. So we're not able to use quite as many here, but at the same time, we haven't really taken any damage, and the damage that we did take is going to be covered by the heal charm on Shion. So, Diablo is admittedly doing a lot less buffing than Velzard did, so he's not going to look quite as good. Not as good, but I still think it'll be enough, quote unquote. Yeah, let's do this. So, Grand Admiral Diablo, also an ult we don't see very often. What does he even do? Oh, he goes to the black and white realm, that's right. He drops the white Nova from How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. I think that's what it's called. Paint it white. Not paint it black, paint it white. 78k type advantage. You sorry, sad excuse for an anniversary unit. You poor soul. No wonder we didn't get another Diablo. Except for the Fount of Wisdom one. Until now. And he's free to play. And he's yet again dark. Is that like, what, 4 Dark Diablos now? Yeah, I guess it makes sense. He's primordial black, but... Come on. Come on. Alright, now let's get out of these light battles. Let's go somewhere else, and then we'll choose our DPS at that point. So I gotta burn a few matches. Since we're still fighting light units, I'm gonna put this little clip in here. But, we switched back to Milm to make it easier to nuke all these guys down, but we have type advantage over 2 of them, and we're going to do some funny numbers here. Can't wait to see what we do. 414k. Awesome. You love to see it. Okay. We'll come back. Okay. We're fighting dark units, so I figured it would be an okay time to try out the Hero 2.0. With an EX ult, she does have the elemental resistance down across the board, so it will make her hit a little bit harder. It's not like a super good buff personally for her, but I think we could still do some okay numbers here. Quote unquote. Kind of, maybe. Okay, we've sealed his steel. Does he have anyone that lowers ult gauge? No. Seals attack skills. No, okay. He's just got the hero in the back that we gotta watch out for. Okay, so let's do this. We'll send Shizu first. It doesn't matter, it's only 2 orbs. And then we'll spread the damage out, I think, next turn. Alright, he hits Fount of Wisdom Rimuru. Alright, cheeky counter as well. Go ahead and yoink these. Bring Light Rimuru in, bring the hero in. I think we take out Hinata, though, because I don't want her yoinking orbs, because she's got 3 up there. And that is not what we want to see. We don't want a 6-hand send of anything coming in. So, you come in, we'll take out Hinata. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome. And then this will hit, hopefully, Space Melon. Alright, good. That means we don't have to deal with the rewind either. Alright, yeah, that was not a lot of damage right there. Ooh, the rainbows. Okay, how much did this do? Alright, we still have guard. Cool. Oh, a crit guard. Crit pierce guard. Okay, well, doesn't matter. We can't heal now because we got a 25-point skill, but we can heal using Shion instead. So, I mean, in theory, this should hit decently hard. In theory. So yeah, we'll heal Rimuru back up to full here, just for funsies. And let's see how hard we hit on these 2 dark units. Okay, I mean, I don't see her ult that much either. We don't see any of these characters' ults really that much. They're all support units, or very, very old. Lightning Slasher. Looks pretty good. Ooh, 266, okay. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not 400k, but certainly doesn't need to be. 266 will still get us damage cap in Valor Cup, unless they up it again, which they could, because we're doing just butt tons of damage, obviously. Alright, well, there's the hero. Let's go try and find a use for Space Leon. We gotta fight, what, a wind character? Yeah. Alright, now we're fighting a fire team, and we already have a water unit on hand, and we already have, you know, someone who's gonna help him do more damage with the Hero 2.0, so I just kind of left it. So we'll do the big buff and the resistance down, and we'll see what an EX ult from Fount of Wisdom Rimuru does with all of the buffs instead of, you know, another dedicated DPS unit. I feel like he's still going to do pretty well against a triple type advantage. And then whoever else is in the back that's going to die. So, well, yeah, we'll just do this. Alright, so he does 237k. Alright, I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good for a not, you know, super selfish DPS unit. 34k a hit against the hero, and then Lumi is dead. Alright, well, I mean, that works too. I'm trying to cycle back to the wind units so we can get a match with Space Leon and Space Yuki, and then we'll end the video. But it'll take a bit of time. Alright, we're still fighting technically the water units, but they do have 2 backline wind units, which, because it's the AI, I'm not scared of them. So we're just going to bring in Yuki now, and we'll see how much he can do on his AoE versus 2 wind units and maybe a fire unit. Or just 2 wind units, because you just add another whatever, how much he does, and that's the 3rd wind unit. I mean, this should still look pretty good. Yuki has his attack buff and the AoE buff, so he's doing double duty. So he should still look good, right? Quote unquote. Rimuru in, and I don't really care about whoever they get sealed. Sure, you. Why not? Pop, pop. How much will Yuki do? We do have to actually get 2 of the units out, though. That's the thing, because we have to get 2 of them swapped. So we got to do a bunch of damage here. So, steal, convert, and then we'll send like 3 orbs and 3 orbs on whoever has the least amount of HP, and hopefully we can get both of them swapped out. That's what we're going to have to do to actually make this work properly. Otherwise, we do have to wait until we get to the wind category teams. Who has less health? Milim, 28k. Gobta, 28k. 10,174. 10,000. They all have the same. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully we do enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're not going to do enough to take out Milim. All right. All right. Doesn't even swap Guy. Okay. So what we could do is we could buff and then kill these two and then bring in the wind units, but they're not going to have the 20% debuff from Rimuru, so we're not going to see like true maximum power damage here. We also can't use both of his debuffs, which would work really, really well, but I mean, we're still going to do probably a butt ton of damage. So attack up, AoE, attack up, physical buff up. We'll do Shion here. And then we'll just kill Milim and Guy. It's only going to take like one hit, so 1 and 1. And then we'll AoE and finish up everything else. So pop, 35k, pretty good. Hakuro's in, alright. 35k, still pretty good. Milim comes in. And then Yuki, with his kind of blurry ult. I don't know what's going on with this camera, but I kind of wish they would fix it. Storming Flash does 156. So if we had the extra 20% debuff from Rimuru, he would have done, 170, 180 around there, which is still, again, pretty good damage for a unit that came out in February of last year. So, and he was a dedicated VALOR Cup unit. So, a physical, yeah. All right, we got. Do we have room for one more? Does anyone actually care about Leon? I don't think anyone actually cares about Leon. We're fighting water units now, aren't we? Alright, we'll come back for one more fight against Leon once we hit wind. Alright, finally made it to the wind round, so we're going to bring Space Leon, and it's going to be the last segment of our video. Long VALOR Cup video, because we got so many fights and, a little fun clip put in there as well. Leon has, a personal 80% ult damage buff, which should look pretty good. Should being the key word. Does anyone seal my crap? Body and spirit, magic changing, green gauge, and gauging. Okay, so nobody will lower my ult gauge. That's good to know. So we'll bring you in. Having a water unit up front is not the greatest, but we do need to remember that we are going to have an 80% chance to guard here. So we'll send this, and then we'll spread the damage out, I think, and make it so we can at least try and get... Ooh, attack buff. Ooh. Alright, they hit Hinata, which is fine, because she's going away anyways. So, steel, boom, and rainbow... And then Leon comes in. Now, I took a look, and Leon does not have his EX board done at all, because when the hell am I ever going to use him again? So, he could be stronger. Remember that. He could be stronger than what he's about to show out. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be stronger. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely could. Oh, guard there. All right. Oh, a little bit of a heal from Lumi. Okay. All right. Alright, they're going to hit Shizu. Alright, not a big deal. 112 points. Now, he does have options, right? We could do this, which we could lower physical attack and their defense, or we could just do the 80% buff and basic damage. So, let's just do that, and then we'll do the physical buff. So, instant damage burn, well, not burn, but instant damage done right there. And then we'll do this, and we shall see how high Leon goes with an 80% ult buff. Guaranteed crit, guaranteed synergy, physical buff. Probably not as high as you think. But we can watch his ult. It's like Glorious End or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, oh, it's Glorious End. See? Oh, I remember things. I remember things. 195, 184. Okay, well, if he was EX boarded, he probably would have hit like 200k each. I mean, it's not terrible. Again, like, these are solid options, and that's mainly because of the power of the team we're running around it, right? It would not be possible without Shion. It would not be possible without, Fountain Wisdom Rimuru. You could bring somebody else, but I don't honestly know who you would bring. That would be able to do what he's doing of sealing magic orbs and magic skills and giving that massive physical buff. So, and then you can't bring a magic unit because they're not getting synergy or crit from Shion, so what's the point? But yeah, okay. I mean, decent showings from all these old characters. Velzard, I think, did the most because she's doing the most. Attack buff and alt buff. But let me know what you guys think about this. That's it for me. Take it easy, guys, and I will see you all later.